better life. Happy hour just got happier. And I'm up with a $5 menu featuring pancakes.
Recording. I'm going to call the Clay Township Board of Trustees special meeting on November 17th, 2020, 5 o'clock p.m. to order. I don't have my gavel with me. I'll do roll call. Joanne.
Here.
Artie Bryson, I'm here. Mark Bouchard.
Here.
Sandy.
Here.
Chris Hilton.
Chris O'Reilly.
Or Christy. And Chris O'Regan. Okay, we're all here. We have a quorum. Cindy Valentine's absent excuse. I will entertain a motion for the bills payable.
I will make a motion for accounts payable in the amount of $205,869.70.
I'll support that, Sandy.
Okay. Joanne. We have motion and support. Any questions on those?
The SAW grant, the PCE SAW grant, is that a reimbursable item? Is that money?
Yes. Yep.
We just have to have the water purchase and the tipping fees for the garbage all at the same time, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yep, the SAW grant is, well, I'd say we match 10% in kind service. So, which we've already done, actually. Okay, I'll call a roll call vote. Joanne.
Yes.
Artie Bryson, yes. Mark.
Yes.
Sandy.
Yes.
Christy.
Yes.
And Christopher.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Next is my supervisor's report. I wanted to keep this in because there's just a lot going on. As far as high water, we're actually down a couple, almost 3 inches from our 2 weeks ago meeting where, and I just checked it, and when I typed this, we were at 576.9. We did have a wind event a couple, 3 nights ago, and it was out of the southwest end. Thank God our water has dropped because the water levels definitely went up about a foot, maybe even a little higher. And there are some big waves out in the bay too. But we fared through it, as far as I know, fairly good. And the water since then, once the wind dropped, went back down to the 579 or 576.9 right now. So I will feel more comfortable once if we get down to 576.5, but wishful thinking, but I haven't given up on that yet. On the COVID-19 report, there's a lot happened. We're definitely in an uptick, and I'll just tell everybody, I mean, FYI, I actually got tested and I was positive for COVID. I'm glad that, knock on wood, that my symptoms were very minor. I actually went home Monday for lunch this last Monday and saw Janice had some symptoms, and I thought, well, you know what, to be on the safe side, I'm gonna not go back to work myself. I wasn't having any symptoms yet. Well, I actually went back and just grabbed my laptop. And then I woke up the next day, had some swollen glands going on, and it turned into a sore throat pretty quick. And so I actually got tested Tuesday afternoon, and I got my call on Saturday that it was positive. But by the time I got my call, I was already all better. For me, it was nothing more than a 2.5 day head cold. I had a headache. I was tired, no fever whatsoever, nor with Janice. And it wasn't that big of a deal. But I guess I'm a lucky one, so.
Did you lose your taste or have a?
Oh, yes, that's one. I did lose my taste, I think it was like Wednesday or Thursday. That was the weirdest thing. We couldn't taste anything. Couldn't tell everything tasted like oatmeal at best. It didn't matter what. In fact, I couldn't tell if I was eating chicken soup or tea. Actually, I'm starting to get my taste back. It's not 100%, but I can tell if I'm eating peanut butter or chocolate ice cream, which both are good for me. So, but before that, there's no way. I couldn't even tell. So I'll tell everyone, like I talked to Dr. Mercantan through Justin Westmiller at the health department, and as far as if you test positive, what they are saying, you have to quarantine for at least 10 days from when your symptoms started. So mine was Tuesday morning, so for me that's Friday of this week. So, but I know it definitely affects other people in different ways. So yeah, I was a lucky one. What really astonished me, I had no fever whatsoever, none, and neither did Janice. And I was a little tired. It's like a head cold. Seriously, it was. That's pretty. If the word COVID wasn't associated to it, I would have gone to work and not missed one day. But I know the office has been awfully busy during elections and before. I thought Clay handled the process very well, and we did have one tabulator go down, and it got replaced quick. But even so, everything was spot on. I just wanted to give kudos to Cindy Valentine and Janice, our deputy clerk, and all the poll workers. I thought they did a great job. That's a long day, and kudos to them. Looking to set up a joint meetings with Ira Township to review the OHM report on sewer interceptor. I'm not sure how that will happen now with these new restraints. I know I was trying to get a list of dates together with OHM and see what we can do. Let's see, the auditors are still finishing up their year-end audit. I expect that they'll be ready to report. I'm not sure if they'll make the first meeting in December, but hopefully the second meeting in December, they'll be able to report to us. And also I've been looking at for some volunteers to serve on any of our boards. So if anybody knows anybody, let me know. You've been actually doing a lot of work on the bonding, if it makes sense for us to bond out for the unfunded pension liability. And the rough numbers so far show that we'll save 19% or just over $1 million, truthfully. It would basically result in savings or over $60,000 a year. That'd be spread out across the whole township, but it's definitely, I think it's worth for us to pursue and go forward on. I expect we'll have firm numbers so we can have a presentation at our next board meeting, which, by the way, will probably be on Zoom. But like I say, it's looking at like it'll be a 19% savings for us to do so. Also, like looking at doing the same for our OPEB, unfunded liability. For me, just looking at rough numbers, I don't think it will pay off to do that, but they are doing the study to see if it makes sense for us to do that or not. Excuse me. The bike path repair should start, if not this week, next week. We're gonna split that up between this year, the Cordes Brothers is gonna bring up in the grading and build up the part that was underwater with grinding. And then the contractor will do the crack sealing of the big major cracks this year. And he will finish up the rest of to seal it and finish up the rest of it in the spring. So it's gonna be split up. Everybody knows I was working pretty extensively with reports and paperwork on our DNR Trust Fund grant with for the Harsens Island Park on the island. And actually, our check got deposited just yesterday. So we received $85,965 $41. Now I'm going to submit our payment for, we're supposed to get $15,600 from St. Clair County Parks and Rec. So I'll be able to work on that to finish that up. So that's good news. Waiting actually DTE did remove the service to the house that the DDA bought behind Ligas. And that house is going to be gone tomorrow. The contractor is going to be there and bring her down tomorrow and clean up the mess. So by the end of the week, there will be nothing there, no house there. So, let's see. Oh, and I'm not sure if I told the board last meeting or not, but we did our 50-50 match to repave the Phillips Road was approved for next spring, summer on Phelps Road. So that's all I have on for the supervisors report. Is there any questions for me?
Hey, Artie, what was the winning demo bid for that house?
It was 15. Yeah, it was 15,000. Grosso Trucking. Got it. That's about right. The next bid was I think about 1,000 more than that. We had 3-4 bids. I think total we had 5 or 6 bids. There was 2 of them that were around 22. That were in the 20s, and then the 3 of them were closer. So it was good.
Is he going to go down and pull the footings out as well?
Oh yeah, that's part of it. They pull the footings out, and then they got to bring it back up to grade.
That's about right, David. Well, I had a house demoed up on River Road with 15 grand, about the same thing. So
yeah,
you're right in the ballpark.
Yeah, this is
Good price. It's a fair price.
Yeah, it's 2-story. I actually did another walkthrough it yesterday by myself with a mask on. Yeah, it's going to come down. So,
George, you get out of that house, George?
We didn't get a chance to get in there today. We
yeah,
had some things going on.
right. There'll be other chances. So. All right, do we have any public comments? I don't see any public, so I'll just move right along to new business. The only thing we have on our new business is fire department vehicle repair for Tango 3 throttle Excel pump for $1,690. Line item 206-931. Does anybody have any questions for that on that?
Board, I'll make a motion that we approve the vehicle repair to Tango 3, the throttle Excel pump in the amount of $1,690, coming from line item 206-931.
Support.
Okay, we have motion and support. That was you, Joanne, right?
Yes.
Okay, we have motion and support. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone oppose? Okay, motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay. Other than that, we have board member comments. Joanne, do you have anything you want to make a comment on?
Yes, just one thing, it's very, very quiet on the island because of the wind, a lot of trees down. There's the only store that's open is the grocery store. Everything else is not open. But the main thing I'd like to say is that technically this is Sandy's last meeting.
Yep.
And, I wish you the best in all your business adventures in the future, and really hope that everything works out well for you, and keep up your good work with the school system as far as the youth football. Is it the youth football that you do?
I'm a little bit of,
A little bit of everything, yeah. And thank you for all your time that you've spent with us, and we'll miss you.
thanks, Joanne.
Mark, you have any board member comments? I know you got another meeting here in a couple hours.
Yeah, that's about it. The planning commission meeting at 7 o'clock on Zoom. So that's all I have. Thanks.
Okay, Christy?
I just want to say good luck to Sandy as well. I know that we'll see you around everywhere. You're so community service oriented. So I just want to thank you for all that you do.
Thanks, Christy.
Christopher?
Probably, I'm gonna guess somewhere in the neighborhood of 14 to 16 years ago, I served on the Little League board, and I was the vice president. And it was at that time I had met Sandy and Brian Kufelt, who at the time didn't have any children. And they volunteered for everything, including field cleanups, coaching the team, sponsoring teams. And then that led to board positions, equipment manager positions, and then it took off from there. So, Sandy, you're the bomb. Always donated your time. And you've donated your time for the community and especially for the kids. So for that, I will always have a deep respect for you, your husband, and all that you stand for. It's been a pleasure to serve on this board for 4 years with you, and I'm sorry to see you go.
Thank you, Chris.
I know I did talk to Sandy a little bit a couple days ago, and this isn't the right way to send her out as far as a Zoom meeting. So once we have a meeting in person, we got a couple of presentations for her. We're going to have her back, and where we can
Yeah, that's
send her
cool.
off
Yeah.
the right way, the way she deserves. So, Sandy, you got any board member comments?
Just real quick, I actually did have a little or long speech prepared, but I
You
will
can-
say I'll be in the circumstances we're in, but I still want to say this is my last meeting. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve on this board for the last 4 years with each and every one of you. And I by no means am going very far. I have a family in this community. I have businesses in this community, and I don't plan on going anywhere. And I look forward to my next venture and seeing all of you sprinkled along the way in all of them. So please stay safe, and I will see you all soon.
Hey, thank you, Sandy. And
Thanks, Sandy.
I'd like to just, reiterate what everybody said. You did, you're a wonderful board member, great to work with. It's been a good time or a chance for me to get to know you personally, and we become friends. And that's the best part of it. And, we, like I say, it's not goodbye, that's for sure. But we'll have you back at another board meeting when we can do it right. But like I say, it's been an honor to serve with you. And every year, this board, we got a lot done. We tackled head on some hard issues, and I'm very proud of what this board's done. And I'll talk more about that the next time when you come back too. So, but kudos, thank you, and good luck. And I'm sure we'll be seeing you around, Sandy.
Thank you.
And yeah, that's about all I have for my comments. That, and I know our next meeting will probably be on Zoom. This one's working out well. Hopefully that one too. I know we're all hinged on the Comcast on how good the internet is on that one day, and or whenever the meeting's being run. So yeah, things, the offices are closed to the public right now because of the COVID. And I'm like I say, I'm happy and glad that I didn't pass any of the virus to any of the employees. I don't believe I did. Nobody has symptoms yet, and I was told they would have by now. And I'm also thankful that it wasn't that big of a deal for me, myself personally, and my better half, Janice, too. And so if anybody is suffering from it, I praise, prayers for them. And hopefully it was as painless of a thing as it was for me. So, okay, other than that, one more motion to get out of here.
Mark, did you get Mark?
No, oh, yeah, we got Mark. Does anybody
Hey,
want
got
to
me
make?
already, but I'd just like to thank Christie for the treasurer's report.
Yeah,
Concluding October 31st. Thank you for that information. It's valuable.
No problem. It's my
Motion
job.
to adjourn.
okay, does anyone have a second?
Support.
Okay, all in favor, ayes? All right, guys, thanks a lot for
Aye.
doing this meeting. Our next meeting will probably be pretty lengthy because we got all the stuff that we postponed, and I know a couple more things that will be on, so. All right, thanks a lot.
Virtual hug, Sandy.
Virtually a hug. Let's give Sandy a group hug.
Virtual hug.
Group hug.
Oh.
All right, thanks, George, for being on too.
Oh, you're welcome. I'd like to
You
thank
guys.
Sandy too from the fire department for her support and what she's done for us. She's helped us a long way at the fire station, so we really appreciate what you've done for us too.
Thanks,
Okay.
George.
Hey, Sandy, why don't you give me a call about the ball field you texted me about? That was for me or for someone? Yeah, was it you? Yeah,
It was, yep, I will.
okay.
All right,
Or text me.
motion adjourned. Okay, we're out of here. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.